It's been a minute, guys. It's been a minute. I usually don't like filming here because, well, first off, it looks like half my face is a fucking Chick-fil-A waffle fry right now. And construction is always going on out here, like at the time that I like to film. So all these people literally like look at me like I'm crazy. So and I sweat a lot here. So, I mean, I was in my original spot. Like, I was in the place where I feed Piper all the time. I have to stop doing that because I didn't realize how bad, like, I'm morally conflicted because I love feeding them. But bread is bad for ducks. All right. Anyways, yeah, I was over there and I was about to film, and there was like a dude that tried like hitting on me before at my old spot. And I just got my period today. I want everybody to, like, if I don't like you, I want you to leave me alone today, alright? So, like, I was like, I gotta go. Like, I have to go. Like, I don't know. Like, he was, like, hovering, and I'm like, no, stop. So anyway, yeah, I don't know, guys. I want to talk a little bit about, like, people romanticizing, like, a fucking awakening and how it's annoying, because it is, and, like, I get it. Kind of like get it, like, why does that have to happen today? Thank you. Stop. I hope they didn't hear me. All right. Anyway, ooh, my hair is like, I feel like I need to like very intense right now. I'm gonna like put it in like a side bun. That'll do. But ew. Anyway, fuck. It's kind of weird to me. I kind of like that. It's not bad. Alright, anyway. I don't know, I feel like non-duality YouTube is like, it's cringy as fuck, dude. It's cringy. You can't tell me anything. Like, it is super fucking cringy to me. Like, one-on-ones are cringy. They are. And this is me just like talking from the top of my head because this is my fucking channel. But anyways, like, somebody commented on like my Ariana post or my Ariana video. I think that one sent the non-duality. That one made me a menace to the community for sure. But yeah, basically like that. All right. Somebody commented like updating me that she did a live stream with Theo yesterday or like 2 days ago or something, where she's like renouncing kind of the radical non-dual message she's been talking about for 2 years. And when I initially heard it, like the person seemed like disappointed. And they were like, oh, again, like this is just kind of like a rant video, guys. This is not like me really talking non-duality right now. So I'm just talking about like whatever I want to talk about. So if you don't like it, I'm still gonna remind you that it's $0 to get the fuck off my page. Okay, anyway, yeah, basically I was like, he said it's super disappointed, and I checked out the video and I was like, you know, to be honest, like, let people change their mind. I was like, let people change their mind. Like, especially if she's like preaching something that's like fucking stupid. Like, let people change their mind. I'll clap for her. I'll listen to like what she says from that point. But then I started listening to the rest of the video, guys. And this is why like the non-duality community cringes me the fuck out. Is because it kind of felt like they were like selling, this is just my perspective, I could be wrong, but like she started being like, oh well, you need to kind of stabilize, like the video is like stabilizing as seeing or something like that, and she's like, you need to kind of let it stabilize. And then it seemed like she was pitching Theo's one-on-ones to people, like trying to sell them. And that's like, one-on-ones are so cringy, dude. Like, they're fucking cringy. I won't do them. Like, if you want to, we could talk. Actually, I've thought about like doing like Twitter spaces, like open Twitter spaces where we could all just talk about whatever. But like imagine spending that much money for somebody to tell you that you don't fucking exist. It's just weird. Like, it's weird, and like, I don't think that, like, I don't fucking know what's going on, but have you guys, like, you know when people post their one-on-ones and they're like, oh, like, have you seen, like, you know, like, anybody that posts, like, their one-on-ones with somebody, or, like, if they're just, like, talking about non-duality with, like, another speaker or whatever, they just kind of said, they're like, well, it's really just, like, nothing, and they'll, like, laugh, and it's, like, fake laughter, and then they'll have these awkward silences that they pretend are comfortable silences, like, oh, yeah, and, like, they'll make jokes, and it's, like, pretend it's funny. We all know that that's not funny. Like, it's awkward. Like, it's awkward as fuck, and everybody's like, oh, it's just a cosmic joke, and, like, if you don't laugh, you don't get it. I'm not laughing because that's not funny. You guys are bland as shit. And sorry, a lot's coming out. It's been a while, but, like, and people pay for that? Like, y'all are paying for that? Like, it blows my mind. And I don't know if it's because she watched, like, with Ariana thing. I don't know if it's because she watched my video. I'm gonna assume she did. And I don't know. Like, it's just, the non-duality community is cringe. And I'm sorry. Like, this is I guess it's my community. Like, you guys are, like, but I don't want to call you guys, like, a non-duality community. Like, that's fucking weird, too. Like, if you're cool, you're cool. If you're, like, a little know-it-all, like, non-dual, like, to be honest, this is totally, like, a fucking rant, but, like, when I think of somebody, like, the non-dual know-it-alls, my hair kind of looks stupid, doesn't it? When I think of, like, the non-dual know-it-alls, like, I really think of, like, somebody that, like, has no life, like, outside of non-duality, and they, like, come home after they have to do their, like, regular job or, like, school or whatever, and be a person, and then they come and they, like, learned everything about non-duality. They, like, have, like, learned all the lingo. Oh my god, there's, like, a starter kit. There's things that you have to know how to say. You have to be like, essential words: apparent, appearance, character. It's just this. You have to get these things down, or you don't get it. Like, I don't know, it's just fucking weird. My bad, guys. I'm, like, I had a lot of coffee, so it's running through me. But you have to get that down. You have to say nothing's happening. It's so pretty in the background, but I like when the leaves fall. But you have to get down that nothing's happening. Nobody's here. You have to, like, and you have to be adamant about it. Like, oh, and you have to get the, like, the dead stare down. You have to fucking get that down. What else do you need? I'm trying to think of, like, the fucking essential, the non-duality, the top non-duality speaker starter kit. It's all of that, and then it's, like, fucking, it's just appearances, it's just apparent. It's all empty. It's obvious. I don't fucking know. Like, you have to learn, you've got to learn all that, you know? You don't learn the lingo, you're not down with it, you're wrong. Oh, you're super wrong. Doesn't make sense, you're wrong. It's fucking weird. You know, and another thing is, like, I'm not, okay, again, like, if you guys don't know any of my, like, awakening story, like, oh yeah, and I have to fucking dispel it every time. Everybody's like, because I don't use the fucking stupid ass lingo and refuse to use it, like don't ever call me a fucking character, like an apparent character. Don't do that. And don't do that to yourself, because I will ask you what the fuck you're doing. It's not that I don't understand you, it's that I think it's stupid. But anyways, yeah, like, I think it's funny that, like, there's a whole community dedicated to talking about and romanticizing and awakening, when, like, teachers before, and I'm not too familiar with teachers, to be honest, like, this kind of happened, my experience was on accident. I wasn't looking for anything. What you could call awakening happened where it's like the veil is fucking fully lifted and you see that whatever is behind there, and then somehow stuff is still happening. But yeah, and I've had people question, like, do you think you just had glimpses? Because I'm not, like, in line with because I still play with life and I'm not like a hollow shell of a human being, like everybody kind of questions like, did it happen for you? It's like, it's fucking weird. But I mean, to be honest, ultimately it doesn't really matter. Like, it really doesn't matter. And I'm not out here mystifying it because a non-dual awakening isn't my whole life. Like, I could see myself totally fucking enjoying my life if I never had it and if you swiped it from my memory. Like, so it's just fucking weird that it's so mystifying. That's what it is. People mystify the fuck out of an awakening and say, oh, it doesn't really matter. So they'll use words that are like contradictory to their tone and how they talk about it, but what they're like kind of non-verbal is communicating is that it's everything to them. Like, their awakening is everything. Awakening's everything. The way that it looks to an awakened person, even though they won't say that, is everything. Like, trying to describe what things look like and all this stuff, like, and then it leaves a person like on the outskirts or a viewer looking at it like, oh, it's the answer, or I become like God, or I become, that's the solution to my problems. And they look at the way you communicate this fucking nonsense. It's nonsense, okay? It's not, it's just an appearance, it's just an appearance. Nonsense, okay? Constant like contradictions, like denial of your own reality. Disidentifying. I think disidentifying is not a word because I've been trying to like type it in the comments, but that's better, and it'll like pop up as misidentifying. I'm like, it's not misidentifying, disidentifying. Like, just trying not to have any identity. So that's what I'm using. But people look at it. I think people aren't used to seeing humans look so goddamn empty. Void of like, void of anything, that it's mystifying. Like, oh, that must be the answer because I'm full of shit. Like, it's like, and people look at it and they're like, oh, I've never seen somebody like have this stare in their eyes. There's something about them. Or the way they talk is so mystifying about this like apparent awakening or this whatever. And I've had people message me like, it's always funny having people kind of, I'm always open to talk to you guys. So like, you guys DM me about non-duality, I'm gonna tell you what I think. I don't do one-on-one, so it's not like charged, it's just what it is. But I'll still talk about whatever. And people will message me like, what is life like from your perspective? Like, is it it's just like, and I get it. I'm not fucking, when you're brainwashing yourself with all this crap, I get it, kind of, but it's like the mind is constantly trying to become a solid thing. It wants to be the thing that's stable so bad, like it wants to be the thing that doesn't move, that's secure, that's the forever thing, that's the immovable thing, that's the permanent thing. So the mind does is it's constantly moving. It will never be that. It's moving, it's changing. And is it here? That's what it is. It's like tickling my nose. It's moving, it's changing, and the movement is always building and breaking a belief system. You know, and an identity with that. You know, they're kind of in tandem. So I think what happens with this is people put speakers on a pedestal for it, And a pedestal is like a stationary object that doesn't move either. It's like, oh, that's a solid place to build a good belief system, a solid mind, a solid ego. And it puts that person on a pedestal. It's like, oh, there's some difference. This is probably the best thing to believe in. It's probably the best way to go. And I'm gonna demystify awakening in a bit, but mine does that, puts a person up there, and it's like, hey, now you're up there, I'm down here. I can't really see clearly from up there, but I know I've put you up there. I know other people look at you like this. They think you're super smart and you're super whatever, you're super this, whatever, you're superhuman. And you're superhuman, you're a god. And like, all right, if I could just copy your little lingo, copy your belief systems, get it down, I could build myself my own pedestal, and I'll see what it's like from up there. Trouble with all this is that it's the top of it. What you think is the top of it is to realize there's no fucking pedestals. Like, there's really not. You know, all of that disappears, kind of. You know, it doesn't mean anything. So it's whatever. But yeah, people will try to do that, and it's like, and I think some speakers enjoy being up there, and you made a living fucking being up there for 2 years. Like, you're gonna try to find some way to make it make sense when people start questioning why they're spending money on you to tell them that they don't exist. That blows my fucking mind, dude. It's never gonna not blow my mind that I don't know how I'm like, I've had people like try to offer me money for one-on-ones, and then like the fact that people are willing to throw money away for that, it's like, it's total fucking brainwashing, dude. It's brainwashing. You can't tell me shit. You really can't. Like, now there was no reason before, and it's like, oh, it's all pointless before. There's no point, there's no practice, no none of that. And now maybe we're losing some money, and it's like, oh, actually there's a fucking reason. Actually, it's an apparent reason, but it's no reason. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Fucking yard workers are gonna hate me. Get the fuck out of here. Stop taking people's money. You know, if, especially you don't know what you're talking, like, it pisses me off a little bit. It pisses me off a little bit, but at the same time, like, you guys gotta be smarter. Like, don't, I mean, you already did it, but like, one-on-ones are so fucking cringy. Yeah, like, I've seen them. I've seen them. Like, dude, like, it's like laughing, pretending that it's like, when everybody's like, oh, it's the cosmic joke, and you just, there's like points where you laugh, but it's like complete joy, not like the rascal funniness. You guys know what I'm like, you know what I'm talking about, right? When they're like in the thing and like they start their video off and it's like they don't want to plan what to talk about, and they're like, it's crazy, like, we're here together, this is just what's happening. And like they like look around and it's like, you could tell it's fucking awkward. Like, it's not comfortable silences, it's like, what are you doing? Like, I don't know. It's cringy. It's super cringy. Like, and everybody does them. Like, you know what's another fucking funny thing is? This people will say it's not about an awakening. Literally, they'll say, oh, it's this, it's not this. Their non-verbals are like communicating that it's fucking all about what they're talking about. It's all about an awakening. It's all about what life is like after an awakening. Like, people will have an awakening, grab a camera, I did it, you know, and stare into it like a fucking zombie. Like, it's like a fucking ghost town full of zombies, the non-duality community. Yeah, it is. All right. Anyway, I've had too much caffeine. But yeah, the fucking, like, the funny thing is, like, everybody's so focused on this, like, awakening, and it's like they get stuck there. The awakening is like the, there's a worm. It's like emptiness. It's like you become completely empty, but in that, like, you're completely open to everything. Like, you become, it's cool, I'm not gonna lie, it's cool, but people try to get stuck there. Like, people focus so much on, like, what the kind of experience is like, and then people are gonna be like, it's not an experience. You guys are fucking annoying, dude. Anyway, yes, it is. Sorry. But people get so stuck on this that they, like, romanticize it, and they think it's so cool, it's their whole fucking life, that they stay there. Like, Ariana's fucking in that shit for like 2 years, selling shit just like, again, like nothing. And that's like half of it. You, like, do you see, like, you know, did Osho go around talking about fucking awakenings all the time? No, he talked about life, you know, and that's what it boils down to, is fucking life, dude. Like, everybody's mystifying the first it's like the baby step or whatever, like the rebirth, like, not life after being reborn. Like, they just kind of sit and they're like, you got your fucking thumb in your mouth for 2 years and you sell that to people. I mean, thinking that it's like you don't even understand what happened. Like, you don't understand what happened. You just are explaining sensations, and people be like, oh, it's not a teaching. Then why the fuck are you selling people one-on-ones? Like, you can't tell me shit. You're marketing an awakening. You are marketing an awakening. You don't know how the fuck it happened to you, but you're trying to show people how to do it, whether you're saying that or not. What else are you charging for? In this real world where the systems work here, this layer of existence is made up of certain systems and laws that it's ruled by, both physical and metaphysical. But I'm trying to make sure this isn't crazy long, because if it goes past 30 minutes, guys, it doesn't fucking upload. But I need like an almond. All right, anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, people are marketing like awakenings when they don't know how it happened. Like, there's nothing else. Like, in this real world, yeah, when you sell something, especially when it comes to like currency, you're selling a one-on-one, somebody is expecting to get something back from that, no matter how much you say there's nothing to expect. There's nothing to expect. Bullshit. Anyway, that's why they're doing fucking damage. Like, to me, that's what it looks like. If it's not that, then it's not that, but it looks like damage control. It looks like somebody, I'm gonna take credit. Yes, I will take credit. Leave me alone. For kind of pointing out that it's really dumb. Really dumb. People are wasting their money. They're basically spending money to go fucking insane. That's what's happening. Yes, it is. It looks like damage control. It looks a little bit like that. It looks like now I need to find a good reason. I need to find a way to explain what I'm actually selling. Yes, it does. What are you selling? Insanity? Yeah, kinda. It's just insane. Like, I just hope that you guys fucking think for yourself. Think for yourself. And there's gonna, like, again, I will, listen, I get spicy in the comments. Yes, I do. I do get spicy in the comments because if you're gonna come and act like a know-it-all, and I know, like, you give off the vibe of, like, I don't know, a fucking 18-year-old kid that, like, hasn't fucking lived life and has spent 2 years listening to, like, Ariana's bullshit. Like, and again, this isn't against Ariana. It's like, it's just like the community is fucking weird. Anyway, like, if I could tell that you're like that, where it's like you think you know something because somebody literally told you you don't exist for like years, get the fuck off my page. You are going to make sense if you're here. Yes, you are. Sorry. But yeah, guys, it's just like, I encourage you guys to think for yourself. This is not like a teachy video. It's just like, I had shit to talk about today. I just did, but think for yourself. Use your discernment. Don't let, it's so easy, to be honest. It's so easy for somebody to fucking get you to do what they want you to do by telling you that there's nothing to do and there's no one doing it. Oh yeah, yes it is. They'll tell you that over and over and over and over and over again. So who's doing that? Who's swiping that card? Nobody. Oh, it's harmless. Give me a fucking break, dude. I mean, if you get value out of it personally, like you feel like you get value out of it, that's your thing. But I don't get it. That's pretty much it. This is just me. This has been a total fucking rant. One-on-ones are cringy. Yes, they are. My bad. Okay. Talk to you guys later. Bye.